Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing our midfielder tier list for May. Welcome UK FIFA 23 players. Compete for match tickets, signed jerseys, a trophy, and an exclusive Xbox Series S/X. Experience the grand finale at Wembley, register for the online qualifiers, ascend to the national finals, and seize your spot at Wembley. Rise from sofa striker to Wembley winner. Check out the link in the description, guys, to sign up for the Connected Club Cup powered by EE. So, as always, at the end of each month, I do a tier list for all the best positions in the game, and we're doing the midfielders one today. Now, at this point of the game, there are so many insane options. I've got nearly 50 in this video. I honestly could have done 100 plus, but obviously don't want the video to be like over an hour long. There might be some players that you feel have missed out. I've tried to include all the obvious ones, but it's just so hard at this point in the game with all the crazy options that team this season has brought us. We're going to be getting a lot of A and S tiers in this video. There's just so many crazy options, and the other thing is as well, like even just good value. There's a lot of 100k, 200k midfielders that could get into nearly any team in the game. For the most part, the most expensive players aren't miles better anymore. It's more just they are just about the best, but they also have easier chemistry links. So, as always, we're going to look at each card and rank them how we think. So, the first one is Gini Wijnaldum, the showdown for the Europa League final. As far as I'm aware, if Roma win, he gets a +2. Not bad card for 200k when you look at it. 5-star weak foot, pretty quick. I wouldn't say it's rapid at this point of the game for a midfield, but it's more than enough. If this card gets a +2, he's top tier. It's a slightly worse version of the team of the year Bellingham, and I don't think I'm exaggerating there. He looks incredible. He, as a current card, is still very, very good. For me, I'm going to have him A tier, but if he gets the +2, he's going to be S tier. For me, Goretzka's an obvious S tier card. At this point of the game, he's 90 plus on every single base stat. He's got a 5-star weak foot. He's 6'2". I've used him in my team. I've used him on quite a few different accounts. He is absolutely outrageous. Kimmich. Kimmich is an incredible card as well. Not quite as quick as some of the other cards. Not as great a finisher, but when you look at his dribbling, defending, physical, he's outrageous. He's pretty much amazing in every aspect of the game. If I was doing the S tier, if I had like an S plus tier, I don't think he'd quite be in it, but he's good enough to be in the S tier in my opinion. Are you sick of getting out teamed on FIFA? Want more coins to build that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out utnice.com, the best place to buy coins for FIFA 23. They're simple, easy to use. Use code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out utnice.com today. Bernardo Silva, very good card, but not the best physical, as good as he's elsewhere, so he drops down a tier. And Kunku, one of the best cards in the game. So for me, definitely going to be at the top end of this. Cruz at this point of the game, a lot of weak areas, but he's still a 5-5 card, so I don't really see how we can't have him in there. De Bruyne, it's team of the year and team of the season. I think both pretty damn similar. I honestly don't think they're quite as good as Goretzka overall as a midfielder on this game, so I'm going to be putting them slightly below. Fofana, very cheap card. 63k. The thing about this Fofana card is his finishing and ability on the ball are lower than some of the other cards on this game. He's 4-star, so very good. I think, though, his ability on the ball and finishing combined don't mean make sure he's not an S tier player, but he's still a great option that could fit into nearly any team. Benacer, really good card again. Rapid, great on the ball. Again, a bit like Fofana, has a few issues. He's a defensive card that's not insane defensively with not being in the 90s on the defensive awareness. Not the best going forward. Bit weak, bit small. 3-star weak foot. So he's an A tier, but not quite in the S tier for me. Now, Paulinho for me on new gen would be high-end A tier. But on old gen, he's B tier, maybe even C tier. So I'm putting him in the middle for the... Okay, Musiala. Musiala is a great card. 2.2 million. Ridiculously fast. Great shot. Insane passing. One of the best players in the game on the ball. 99 on all the dribbling stats. Pretty good defending for a card so good going forward. 5-star skills. Pretty good physical. Obvious top tier card. Modric. Probably around... He might be slightly better than De Bruyne. I don't know. It's a weird one. They're pretty similar pace, but Modric's a bit quicker. De Bruyne is not quite as good defensively, but a bit better physical. They're probably pretty similar, to be honest. Xavi Simons. Very, very good card. 4-4. I think if he had a 5-star, he could maybe be above these, but because he's a bit worse on that, not quite as good defending, I think he's slightly behind them, but a great card again. Bruno Guimaraes. Brilliant card stats-wise and does play very well in game, but 3-star is a bit of a letdown at this point in the game. Saka, for me, one of the best midfielders I've used on the game. I'm putting him really, really high on this. Casemiro, again, one of these on new gen, probably high-end A. On old gen, B, C, so I'm putting him around here. Guerrero, pretty good card, to be honest. It's a pretty reasonably priced SBC. Not a great pace split. Pretty weak physicals, though, so I'm putting him in the B tier. Pedri, another great La Liga Tots card. Now, honestly, I do think this card is a little bit overpriced. With an anchor, though, it is an amazing card. Super good physical. Great defending. Amazing on the ball. I feel like that price, though, when he's not the best at shooting, is a bit ridiculous. But he is a 5-5, so he's probably around here somewhere. Bellingham, probably the best midfielder in the game. One of the best midfielders I think we've ever seen in foot. So I think pretty reasonable to have him up here. What is his price at the moment out of interest? 4.4 mil. I mean, crazy price, but it is a crazy card. Valverde, 960k. Valverde, absolutely crazy. I'd probably be going an anchor on him. He has near maxed out defending, physical then. Good on the ball. Great on the key passing stats. Solid shot. Rapid Valverde, top tier. Beckham, for me now, has dropped into the A tier, but a great card. Zidane, right up there. I think as a midfielder, I'd put him slightly above Nkunku because the physical and defending. Nkunku as an attacker might go a bit higher there. Probably put Nkunku a bit lower, to be fair, as an actual midfielder. Depends on the system you're using there. Lampard has that 4-4 combo that a lot of players at this point seem to have. Very well rounded, but a little slower than some of these guys. Not great defending, not as good on the ball. So probably a B tier. Xavi, B tier as well. Insane in the areas that he's great at, but a few weaknesses. Gerrard, similar to Lampard. I do prefer 3-5 to 4-4 for a midfielder. The weak foot is the most important thing in midfield, but he's a bit slower, so it's a pretty similar one. Essien. I do prefer midfielders who are well-rounded. Essien, whilst being okay going forward, is a bit limited. Not great vision for the through balls. Bad shot. Pretty bad on the ball. I'm putting him C tier. Hullett, I'm putting as the second best midfielder. Don't think there's any of these coming up that we're going to rate higher. Brownhill. Honestly, this card's insane compared to what you'd expect for a championship player. Really good pace. Split in terms of when you max it out, he says 99 on one. It's not rapid at this point of the game, but it's good. He's got that 5-star weak foot. Passing's great. Physicality's great. Like, he's a similar card to Gerrard, except for a bit better across the board, like 10 more defending, more physical. So he probably makes it into the A tier. Vieira, I did like some of his card earlier in the year, but this one's actually good enough going forward that I think he makes it to the S tier now. Mateus, bottom end S tier, but still great. Dirk Kuyt, bit limited in some areas. The defender's not great for a top midfielder at this point, but he's still good. Yaya Toure, for me, not lived up to the hype that I was expecting. I thought Yaya Toure would be better on FIFA. Don't get me wrong, any card that's made this video is great. An A tier card is brilliant, but I thought Yaya Toure would be pushing like the top ones up here to be an absolute S tier card. Philip Lahm, probably a better right back. However, this Lahm is amazing. When you put a shadow on him, he's got near 99 defending. He's great at the ball, got good passing. He's just a bit limited in too many areas for a top-tier midfielder. Karim Benzema, this is his wild card. One that actually is pretty good in midfield. 5'4", a bit slow at this point of the game. Not the best defending. I think it's high-end B, but because the 5'4" really help it. Pogba, pretty similar. Verratti, one of my favourite cards for the time when he came out was that Centurions card. The pace split on this card is very disappointing. That is a real shame. I do think, though, that you still need to put the shadow on to help that pace. He's going to be very quick. It's a shame he didn't have a better pace split so you could put an anchor for that strength. But, I mean, look at the card. 5-star weak foot, insane on the ball, insane defending, ridiculous passing. This variety is going to be top tier, and he's good enough for me that I'm going to be putting him S tier. Brozovic was a great card during the World Cup, but gone down the pecking order a bit, but still great. Gundogan, 4'4", very solid across the board. Talisca, maybe more of an attacker than a midfielder, especially that defending, but he's still a very well-rounded card in general. As an attacking centre mid, I think he's very good. Marino, pretty sure he's got the 3-5 split. He does. Pretty good pace. Solid enough shot, especially with the weak foot. Great passing. Great physical. Honestly, if he was a bit better on the ball, I think he'd be S tier. Llorente, a bit like Valverde. Not quite as good though, in my opinion. De Jong, fallen off at this point, but still good. Renato Sanchez, brilliant card. Renato Sanchez, overpriced in my opinion. But Renato Sanchez's cards always just play great on FIFA. You can get him basically maxed out physicality. His passing's great. He's amazing on the ball. He's got a brilliant shot. He's rapid. Super good at defending. He's a top tier midfielder. And then Gavi, at this point in the game, still decent, but his defending and physical make him probably a little bit lower down the pecking order. Obviously, we could fine-tune it a bit more to get a more exact set of results, but I think this is pretty fair. A lot of great midfielders in this game at the moment. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's given you some more options you can use in your team. Appreciate you guys. As always, thank you for watching my content. Have a great day. Peace.